Zenobia here. I'm back from that wild escapade in Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Show. Ill. I was sick the whole time, but I tried to push on. So I got a few goodies for you today. You're at Tech Diva and the luxury lifestyle, tech tools, toys, news, hot jazz, passionate living. Listen to some groove thing, hot jazz. See you in a bit. Love changes everything. Yes, that's the name of that tune. Nice little sassy tune. I'm kind of in a really, really mellow mood today. I think at the end of the show, though, the music gets a little crazier. But right now, we're just going to kind of cruise. That was Dave Koz featuring Brian McKnight. And that's from Saxophonic, which is on my phone. And then Electric Glide, and that's Down to the Bone, and that's from Crazy Vibes and Things, and that's a great dance record. If you know the Electric Slide, that's a play on words with that, and we party hardy on that. And opening up my show is Larry Carlton with a tune I just found this morning. It's called It's a Groove Thing. I really like that. That will go on my phone. And that's from Deep Into It. Zenobia here, the Touchable Tech Diva. I'm hosting and curating for you the Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle Show. We're here, it's Wednesday, most places on the planet, not everywhere, but most places on the planet. In the middle of the day in LA, it's noontime. And so if you've been watching my show for the past few weeks or so, however long, you know that there's a lot of hot jazz playing, and it's opportunities for you to get some stuff done while you listen. And then you come in for the teachable moments with Zenobia, the Touchable Tech Diva. That would be me. Why is this touchable? Why do I put that in there? Because my mission is to make technology, which surrounds us, whether you like it or not, it's a massive part of your life. That's apparent to you, or should be apparent to you. I'm here to help you harness that, to learn about it, make it touchable. That is so that you don't fear it, but you embrace it, because embracing is touching. And make it work for you in your life, to make your life, those mundane things that you have to do all the time, more efficient. You get more efficient at doing them, so that you'll end up having more time to do your passion, which is the other part of the show. It's about passionate living and luxury lifestyle. Luxury is a relative word. It's very subjective, but here we what I like to do is to show you passionate people and passionate events and things to do that, to me, enrich your life and make your life more luxurious and more enjoyable and multifaceted and make you smile. Okay, so that's my philosophy for the show. And this is a global show, I'll mention to you as well, because it's on the internet. This is internet television. I'm actually at RMC Studios here in the middle of LA, and it's a great place because it was built the right way to start with, which is really cool. This is not in a bedroom, okay, although some bedrooms are probably pretty nice. This is not, this is like full-on professional studios here at RMC Studios here, and it was built very well. It was built as a radio studio, okay, but you'll see there's a lot of microphones here. We have like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 microphones in here, but there are 5 webcams. So adding the webcams adds the video dimension to me, which turns it into television. So Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle is a television show, and it's global because it's on the internet. And the internet, you can watch the show anywhere on the planet that there's an internet connection. So that's how I try to voice the show as a global show. And as time goes on, you'll see there are going to be global guests, live guests also on the show, and other global adventures that are going to be added onto the show. And speaking of that, I do like to try out the technology, so I sent Chris through a big fire drill Christmas Eve show. That's the December 24th show, where we moved out of the studio and we moved out to the green room so that I could do my show during the party, because I had a Christmas Eve party, not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve party, and it looked so festive out there. I wanted to do it out there. So go check out that show on the YouTube channel. And if you go to, let's see, I didn't get Chris the URL because I made a short URL. I'll talk about that's a what's that one day. What is the short URL? But if you go to youtube.com and you search Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle, you will find the channel. Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle has its own YouTube channel. And there you will find a lot of shows. There's something like 10 or 11 shows. I do try to, if the shows meet my quality standards, upload the shows. So there's some shows that there looks like little gaps. Well, they haven't quite met my standard. A few of them I'm still working. Chris and I were working on them because I like my technology to really show us in the best light. And but at the same time, we are experimenting with technologies, as last week's show at the Consumer Electronics show in Las Vegas proved to us that we thought, okay, I said I wanted to do some pieces live there. Well, I think we got one piece that was kind of decent over Skype, but there were 170,000 people there and something like 50 or 60 Wi-Fi networks and just data flying all over. So to get a good connection was really kind of difficult. But the idea was to actually just go and try it, and so we did that. I did, however, capture some video clips on my own, so I'm going to show some of those later on in today's show. Some of my highlights from my perspective, some technologies, and some products that I thought were really, really cool that I could get behind. So, okay, so Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle here. We do have our own official website, and it is touchabletechdiva.ning.com. I think Chris is trying to type it up. And so you can go there. That not only has the playlist for all the shows that are posted, because it has an embedded player where you can choose which ones of the videos that you want to watch, or you can watch them all, like Quincy did. He watched them all for 8 hours. Yay. Yeah, and then also it's a community website, so please be sure to sign up as a member, because we're going to be talking to each other there. And make this a community thing about the music, about technology, about lifestyle stuff. So be sure to sign up as a member. And let's see, what's the other thing? Oh, where you watch the show live, for you to tell people that it's on Wednesdays, noon to 2 Pacific time, here at RMC Studios, and you watch it at rmconair.com. That's rmconair.com. So that's the studio's website. And then you scroll down during Wednesdays, noon to 2, scroll down to watch live, and then you can see the live video. If you are into just a listening mode, you can listen to the show. I'm sorry, let me backtrack again. If you want to watch the video, it's live mobile, and that will take you to the Ustream channel, to ustream.tv, and there you'll be able to watch the show live, both on your mobile as well as your laptop or your desktop. And then, as I mentioned, if you want to just hear the audio and hear me and hear the music and do other stuff, then you can click on the Listen Live button on rmconair.com. Okay, let's play some more music, Chris. Let's do the return. And this is a classic. This goes back a few years. I've thrown in a few classics with some new stuff. And so check this out. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I like that. Opus Pocus. And that was Jaco Pastorius, bass player. Rest in peace. He left us quite a few years ago, but he left us such a body of work that I'm so glad to. I recently added Jaco's tunes to my library. Prior to that was Dream Walk, and that was Keiko Matsui from a CD called Dream Walk. And actually, this was not just a CD. It was, well, I still have my copy. It was one of the early interactive CDs. And what that was that it had data on one set of tracks on the CD, and then it had a full audio CD on the other layer of tracks. And the interactive part was actually videos and stills and the lyrics for the song. So she was an early adopter of technology with music, along with Herbie Hancock and Weather Report, just a lot of other people, and Chick Corea. And so I treasure that particular disc because of the double format on it. Does anybody else out there have those kinds of interactive CDs out there? Hold on to them. The problem is that you may or may not be able to play it on today's computers. But it was nice to see, you know, how that was very forward thinking back then. This was back in the mid 80s. Okay, and then opening up the set was Ayerto Morera and Flora Purim and Joe Farrell, and that was a tune called The Return, and that's from a very, very famous classic album called Three-Way Mirror. Okay, Zenobia here. Yeah, kind of chill music for the time being, but wait until later on towards the end of the show. It'll be some real interesting music. Okay, today I've got some show and tell. I don't have a lot of, I've got videos for you to see and some stills from the Consumer Electronics Show. So let me tell you about the Consumer Electronics Show. I think I've talked about it before. And it's the largest consumer electronics show on the planet. Oh, there's the logo right there. Okay. On the planet, they have one here. They have one in Asia, which now they're hitting everybody up to go to the one in Asia. And it's kind of like the ultimate toy ground because there's every kind of technology, home technology, consumer technology, on all platforms that affect your life. As I opened the show, I mentioned to you about how pervasive technology is in your lifestyle, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. Your lifestyle, both work and at home, is so totally embroiled with technology. So what I try to do here on the show is to talk about it, kind of break it down, and let you know, from my perspective at least, what's relevant and what you need to, which you don't have to worry about so much, or which is out in the future. And every now and then I will venture to give a few predictions. Like I talked about a couple of weeks ago, that you will probably only be able to buy a smartphone in a few years, probably 3 years, because they're dumping all the old phone technologies. That's why you can get a phone for free. If you can get a phone for free, it's not just about signing a 5-year contract or a 2-year contract that they'll try and rope you into. The underlying thing, to me, this is just my opinion, is that they're getting rid of phones, if they're no money, that are not the latest technology, not the latest models, but models that have reached their end of life cycle. And yeah, it's a capitalistic world, and you try to make as much money as you can out of what you have out there, especially on the hardware side. So anyway, that was one of my predictions. Consumer Electronics Show, I've gone to now for probably 30-some years. I was going to say as long as my children have been around, but then that would tell you too much about me and my children. But for a long, long time, and for a lot of reasons. It's not only to like geek out, which I end up doing. I could geek out almost anywhere. I go to Fry's Electronics, and my daughters used to hate, oh no, you're not going to Fry's, no. After I picked them up from school, they hated it, because I love going to Fry's, just to cruise around and see what's going on and what I can touch or feel, and then actually buy stuff. So yeah, I can geek out anywhere. But Consumer Electronics Show, as I mentioned a couple of shows back, is the place where you go because all kinds of people are going to be there. I actually saw one day a couple of enterprising people, they take people around on tours because the convention is so huge. It's all of the Las Vegas Convention Center. The hotel next door, it's called the Westgate now. Was the Hilton? Ooh, a sign fell down. Oops. And then now they added the Sands Expo, which is just really huge. And the high-end audio is at the Venetian Hotel, about 5 floors there. I didn't get a chance to get there this year again. But it's just so huge. Everybody's going to be there. So these enterprising people that are doing these tours, I saw one tour, they had a sign up that said NBC Universal. So NBC Universal's executives, and there were about 20 people in this tour, and they had the little headphones because it's technology where you can hear while you're walking, and they took them on a tour through the convention. So whether you're exhibiting or not, whether you make consumer hardware or not, it's the place to be and to show up. There were all kinds of meetings there. For instance, one of my prime vendors ViewSonic, it's not their show to exhibit, so they were at the Wynn Encore and had this beautiful suite, and they were showcasing all of their upcoming products that they'll be showing at NAB. And these products, a lot of them are available now, so they're already in production. But they were showcasing them, and so I had a chance to go through there and see some of the goodies there. I'll be talking about those on a future show, because their products are more for professional and commercial applications, but they felt that it was important that they be there and invite attendees that were going to be at the Consumer Electronics Show to come over and see their products and what their offerings are. So it's all kinds of meetings, all kinds of education workshops, and yeah, you could really geek out. And I'm sure that if you were alive in the United States, at some point in time, you caught a news show that had someone that was reporting on something at the convention. So that's how pervasive this convention is. Well, anyway, so this is the book. This is the directory. There were over 3,000 exhibitors. Okay, 3,000 exhibitors. That's the other reason to go to the show. If you don't see anything else, you grab this directory because it has the names, addresses, emails, websites of all of the exhibitors there. So if you ever want to find anything, that's why now I don't have to go home with 3 sacks full of brochures anymore, because they all have a website. And in the directory is their information, and they're not printing anything anymore because they want you to go to the website and you to print out the PDFs on all their brochures. So they're saving paper costs and pass it on to us if we want to print anything out. Well, of course, we can PDF it ourselves and save it onto a hard drive and not print paper. Okay. So that's one of the good things about it. So if I don't get anything else, I make sure I get this book. Okay, so some of the things, I was on a mission this year to find products that would untether. Okay, and I did pretty well finding some untethering products, and also finding power as well as Bluetooth products, because that's all in untethering. I don't have with me to show today, but there are some new technologies with actually charging your phones wirelessly. One is called Qi. It's pronounced Chi, but it's spelled Qi. So I'm going to upload some videos that I did from last year, see the progress this year where that's gone, onto the YouTube channel. So be sure to go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle, and subscribe, because then you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, and so you can cruise around. There's a bunch of videos there from prior shows. And anyway, so the Qi Power, what it is, it's called inductive power. It's an inductive technology that is put into a chip that is transmitted and received. Now, I talked about that with cell phones, and about how you have this transmit and receive. You got a transmit to do a phone call, you have the receive to get it. Okay, anyway, so that technology is based on a transmitter and a receiver. So now there are phones, a bunch of the Android phones, there are over 70 products that have the technology embedded in them, especially a lot of phones, the Nokia phones, Samsung phones, Android phones. If you bought a phone in the last year or so, it's got it embedded. And what that allows you to do is that if you're in a facility that actually has a Qi charger, it's like a flat plate, and you actually put your phone on top of the plate. There's gonna be a show and tell on that. And it will actually charge your phone. Okay, so you don't have to look for a wall plug. You don't have to, attach your USB to your laptop, but it will actually charge your phone on this pad. You just drop it down on the pad. Apple has not gone on board with this particular technology just yet. So you have to buy a case and put on your phone that has the Qi embedded in the case, and then you can do the charging thing. There's also a new technology that Intel is showing where you don't have to have a pad. And I'm going to have a video on that as well. And so there's competition coming out. And so again, it'll be the leapfrog of the technology. So Qi has been out there for a few years. Now Intel's is coming out and they think theirs is better. And then Qi will get better and better and better until we, actually have really good stuff and it brings the cost down. So that was one specific area that I went to CES to look for was portable power. The other was solar power, solar chargers. So I have found some of them, and so I'm going to have some videos there for that also. And the Tech Divas online store is coming really soon. We are so close. Yesterday I spent a lot of time on it, and I found these products, so I'll be really excited to get some of these products into the store. Okay, so solar chargers, those are getting really, really good. And so there are some for the phones, and there's also some solar chargers that look like old style batteries, like car batteries. And there's actually a UPS solar charger. So instead of buying a big generator, you can buy the solar charger. It's about the size of a microwave, and use that in case you have a power failure. Okay, so I'm going to put those up on the YouTube channel and talk about those more in depth and do a show and tell. Well, I'll actually have products here. Okay, so I have a couple of videos I'm going to play real quick, and then we'll play some more music. Okay, so 3D printing was the other thing. I was going to blow it off. Okay, so Chris, do the Rebot 3D printer video. And I was going to say, but this is blowing up so big. Nick Cannon talked about 3D printing. will.i.am has started a whole company for doing 3D printing. He was there as a spokesman at the show this year and last year too. So just to give you a quick idea of what it is, here's, it's not PG, but it shows you how the 3D printer, how it actually works. And I'm going to get into that a lot more. Okay, so Chris. Here's a 3D printer in progress. Here's the finished one. So I couldn't rip off an actual sample, but I'll have samples soon. Anyway, so the 3D printing, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it today because it's just really, really deep. And the deep part is what other countries are already doing that on an economic level is saving so much money. But the idea behind a 3D printer is if you've ever seen a spool of speaker cable, it's plastic. This is about plastic, and it's about repurposing plastic. And what you saw that's going around is actually spools of plastic that gets heated up, and then it's layered. It's a bunch of layers, and it's plastic layers, and it just takes a certain file format that can then print anything. Okay, so this is so big. It took me a bit to wrap my head around it, but I had to hang out there for a little while and watch this. And so you can actually take a CAD file or any kind of a file, export it to this file format, and the printer can read that file format and therefore design that what's in this 3D file format image. Okay, so what you saw was actually the actual printing. What they're calling printing is actually layering this plastic. So some of these are they're solid all the way through, so the plastic is all the way through. Of course, that takes a lot longer to do, but some other objects you can do where they're hollow in the inside and it's just wrapped around, and those don't take nearly as long to print. So the idea of what you can do with it is just immeasurable, because you can make toys. There's some countries in Africa that are actually making replacement parts for medical devices, that if they can't get them or it'll take too long to get them, they can actually replicate those and use those for replacement parts. So it's just a really, really huge, huge area. And that particular printer is for the cost of a high-end laser printer, and that's a dual level one. As you saw, there's actually a printer underneath where the white figurine was and one on top. So you can get a single or you can get a double, and that's like $1,200 US to get the dual one. Now the plastic, the media, that runs something like $35 a spool or something like that. But because you can print stuff out so quickly, I was standing next to a gentleman who was there at that particular booth, and his question was, can I use this to make cell phone cases that have people's pictures on them if they give me a picture? And of course the answer was yes, if you have it in the right file format. And this comes out like really hard plastic. It's like hard plastic. So there was an example of a cell phone case that was done. It didn't have an image engraved on it, but it's really, really hard plastic. So you get the right file format and export it, then yeah. So he was doing that because he wanted to make cell phone cases for people while they wait, and make money off of that. So I think that's like a brilliant idea. It's kind of like in the old days here in the States, we had the photography, and I guess they're still around, where you can go in and get your pictures taken, and then the pictures come out, you go have a soda or something and come back and you get your whole photography package. Well, to me, that reminds me of what this guy wanted to do, which is a big opportunity to monetize 3D printing and be a capitalist. No. Anyway, at least be an entrepreneur, and so there's business opportunities there. So this whole 3D printing thing is really, really big, and it will be in your neighborhood soon. Okay, so Chris, can we do one more video? Let's do, okay, so the other thing that I quickly looked at, as I mentioned, I didn't get around to get to the high-end audio section, but I did go to Samsung. A couple of things with Samsung. Okay, do the Samsung omnidirectional speakers. Okay, so I actually sell a little wireless Bluetooth speaker. Oh, I don't have it. It's in my back. I'll show you later. But these, Samsung is now doing this technology using Bluetooth, and they're cones. They look like cone speakers, but they're full-on speakers. And I have some pictures that I'll put up on the Tech Diva's website, because there are a bunch of still pictures, and they sound phenomenal. So now you'll be able to, I think there's one more picture of the speakers. Oh, Oh no, I didn't do that one. But I have some other pictures of where they're actually hanging from the ceiling. These egg looking speakers hanging from, and it looks like a pin, like lighting, like really cool lighting. That they have 3 of them hanging. They're 360-degree speakers. So yes, they're omnidirectional, but the quality of them is so phenomenal that it gives you a surround sound effect, and they're really, really good. And anyway, I see that being like a really, really important product that's going to come along, and it's another way to do. So instead of having the sound bar, which is actually two-dimensional, that you have underneath your TV, it's still an XY plane. It's still kind of like a two-dimensional, although it'll say that it has surround sound and it'll have 9 little speakers in it. But here, this is really effective in terms of doing the surround, because it's 360 degrees. So you can have this hanging over or right in front of your television, and you'll get more of that surround effect. So that was one of the products that I found really, really interesting. I don't really, it takes a lot to like blow me away, but that one actually kind of blew me away. Okay, so let's play a little bit more music, and I have a few more things to show you that I found kind of impressive. Zenobia here, the tech diva and the luxury lifestyle hostess, curating tech tools, toys, news, hot jazz, passionate living. Let's do some classic Herbie Hancock. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I said to Herbie Hancock, tell me a bedtime story. You heard that before the break. So that was a little classic. Oh, my flow kind of got messed up, but that's okay. Okay, so then you just heard When the Love Is Gone. And that's Patrick Charles, a great drummer. He's a great producer, actually, too. So it's not just about drums. Oh, no, that wasn't. Okay, Chris and I are not on the same page with how the music is. That was When the Love Is Gone. I guess I came in before we were supposed to do Step to Me. We haven't done Step to Me yet. Anyway, it's internet TV. I can do what I want here. Okay, and so opening up the set was Early Morning Drive in the Zone. And that was Wayman Tisdale. Rest in peace. Okay. We're chatting in here, not paying much attention. Shame on us. Okay, so back to the Consumer Electronics Show. Okay, on speakers, there were some audio, a few audio things, and I like these outdoor speakers. You know, outdoor speakers, up until now, you had to have the ones that look like rocks that blended in, and you didn't want them to be seen, or there were some like awful looking things. So now I found these. They're by Acoustic Research, AR. They've changed their name to AR now. That's cooler. And they have some really nice looking outdoor speakers that look like lanterns. So Chris, can you play that? AR outdoor speakers, and I'm going to find those so I can provide those to you. I don't think all of them are out right now, and this is one set. I'm in the Vox International booth. That's VOXX International, which has a lot of audio brands, including Acoustic Research, which I'm looking at right now. These are AR's wireless Bluetooth outdoor speakers. Very handsome, and you can control them by the Bluetooth on your cell phone. Very nice. Okay, so this is how pervasive Bluetooth really is, and it's getting really good to the point where you can actually control your speakers, you know, speakers from your Bluetooth, because you just pair it to your cell phone like you pair an earpiece. Oh, I forgot I have my thing. I don't have my Bluetooth earpiece on, but you pair it. It works the same way. So whatever music, if you have your music library on your phone, then you can use it while you're out in your yard and change the music and control your music from your phone. Okay, these phones, I'm telling you, they're not just for making phone calls, which sometimes the phone calls still aren't that great, but in certain areas of the city. But it's a really, really cool tool. So if you're in the LA area and you're watching me, you want to email me at tdll@att.net. That's tdll@att.net. So you can get on my mailing list for my Meet Your Cell Phone workshops, because I am doing workshops to empower you to make your cell phone your personal assistant. And it's technologies. Now you see already how you'll be able to control loudspeakers outside on your patio, okay, by your phone. So come on to my workshop so you can learn how to do stuff like that, and you'll feel comfortable doing it. Okay, there's also Panasonic showed some new technologies, which I think is kind of interesting, using a cell phone again. And this is an LED lighting technology that they're now promoting for museums, so that you can learn about museum exhibits using your cell phone. Okay, so Chris, play the one Panasonic LED lighting museum app. Okay, I'm here in the Panasonic exhibit, and Tiara is going to explain a new technology for us.
So here I'm basically using this Panasonic app. It's similar to a QR code, but we have LED lighting with special IDs on it. So basically, I'm at a museum and I'm able to get more information about this artwork that I'm seeing from my LED lighting with IDs on it.
Okay, so we can just barely see the LED light there. And this is backlit though, right?
Much quicker than a QR code. So it could be
much quicker than a QR code.
Direct or indirect lighting, like this is indirect, for example. And then, yeah, you have lighting from, you have direct lighting here.
So it took me a bit to see how this was applied, but as she mentioned, it's an app, a museum app that you download to your cell phone, and there are LED lights that are behind the pictures or underneath the pictures. And as you could see from the display that was on the left side, there is a physical light that you could see, and that light in that zone there, again, Bluetooth. Okay, well, actually, it's their technology. You're able to point your phone, the app will pick up the image or the display, like the picture that you saw in front, and it will give you information that is attached to that picture, that is ID'd with that picture, and you get to actually see that information on your phone. So I see where that will come in really, really handy, especially for people who may be visually impaired, can't read the fine print, but they have a tablet that they're using, like one of the 6 or 5 inch tablets, which is bigger than the cell phone. They're able to read the information that's ID'd or attached to that particular display. So I see that being an application that can be used not only in a museum, but also, say for instance, in different stores, in retail. So let's see if that one is going to get any traction and hang around. Okay, Panasonic also showed another technology using projectors that look like LED cans that you have in your ceiling, but it's actually a projector, and it projects down onto objects. So Chris, play this one.
Okay, here's another Panasonic idea, and it's actually a projector that is projecting onto the stress image in the background. And of course it's got the source signal, and because it's projected onto the dress, whatever the source is projected onto the dress. That's really, really cool. So the use of this is going to be really interesting for small businesses to be able to implement.
Okay, so in this particular display, it was like a wedding vendor, for instance, in a store or a wedding gown business, for instance, that, and so that was a wedding gown. And there was actual, content that was projected onto the gown, as you saw. And then just to the right was a wedding cake, and you couldn't see it very well. This is all on my little cell phone, okay? So the audio isn't all that great, but you get the idea about the technology. That's the point there. And the little wedding cake actually had images shining on it, so you could actually use that in an application where you can show different kinds of designs that you can order on your wedding cake by simply projecting and changing the images from the projector. You saw the little cans up at the top. So I thought that was kind of cool to see. I don't know how many places are going to really use it, but the projector, in that case, it's not that expensive. So if you have a retail operation, it's not that expensive to get that particular projector and use it in your store. So there were some other applications that were really, really cool that you can take an object and then project onto that object different content. Okay, I think, let's see, can we squeeze in one more? Okay, let's jump to the Samsung SUHD. Okay, I haven't spent a lot of time on displays. That technology is changing so much. Okay, so have you heard about the 2K TVs that, you know, it was a blip? Now there's 4K TVs, which is UHD, ultra high definition. Okay, so you hardly can even buy those. They're out now. Of course, you can buy 4K TVs, and they're in the price range of what LEDs were maybe 3 years ago, $1,500, $2,000. Samsung showed their SUHD. That's a super ultra high definition. And yeah, it's just my cell phone video here that I'm going to show you. But even on my cell phone, you can see the quality is. So just imagine if you saw that in person. When you thought that HD couldn't get any better, it's better. Okay, Chris.
New format, SUHD TV. And there is a big difference. This is the SUHD TV, and here is the conventional TV. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there is a big difference. There is a visible difference in the brightness between the conventional and the SD. Hard to tell on my little iPhone camera, but believe me, it's very impressive.
Okay, so yeah, that was probably a little hard to see, but at the same time, you could tell, you know, the difference in the colors as well as the brightness. And notice that the upper TV, the SUHD TV, was curved. Okay, so now we've got these curved TVs, and I guess that is supposed to even better mimic the screens that are in the movie theaters, because a lot of times those screens are curved. And so now you get to have that in your living room. I have to deal with that a little bit more, because some of the curves, it's like it only fits one person, and you have to be right in the sweet spot to be able to get the effect of the curve, especially if they're the small TVs. Okay, so this SUHD TV, actually, you could see that it is curved also. And so there were a lot of curved TVs out there. And I actually have a video that I'll put up on the website that is a curved TV, but it's motorized so it can flatten back out. And it can curve again and then flatten back out. So I found that really fascinating. And the applications for that, I have to think about that. Okay, so we'll get into different types of displays in another show. Okay, and yeah, so of course displays were really, really big. And I think that one that you saw was an 84-inch. And I think that the one that is motorized is like 104-inch. So you saw 104-inch displays, TVs, all over the convention, because now that's very conventional to have a 100-inch TV somewhere in your house. Okay, and okay, so I have a couple more things to show. I think I'll play a little bit more music and then come back. Zenobia here, the Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle. You're watching my review of the Consumer Electronics Show 2015, what will be in your homes in the near future, what may not make it, but it's like really cool technology. Okay, check out the music some, and I'll be back in a bit.
Baby, come here, come closer, step to me. No need to fear, come closer. to fear. Come closer, step to me. Closer, step to me. No need to fear. Come closer, step to me. Baby, come here. Come closer, step to me. To fear, come closer, step to me. Baby, come here, come closer, step to me. No need to fear, come closer. Step to me. Baby, come here. Come closer. Step to me. No need to fear. Come closer. Step.
Cannonball. Cannonball. That's the electromagnetics. No, electromagnets. Okay, and that's from Electromagnets 2. Yeah, I like their stuff. I played some other stuff before, and it's called Cannonball. Okay, I just have a few more minutes left to the show, and another one of my little gems that I can't wait to get my hands on, because at the show they're not supposed to sell product, but if you get to certain booths at the right time, right at the end, especially if it's a company that's come over from China or Asia or Europe, and they don't want to send the stuff back, then you can usually get a deal on stuff, but I didn't get a chance to do that this time. Anyway, in my quest for efficient tools for the cell phone, I came across iPearl, and this product is for the ladies, okay? You know, the guys, they got some black ones for you guys, but there's some bling for the ladies. And what it is, it's a selfie pole. Now, I guess everybody knows what a selfie pole is, but it's a collapsible pole. I should have brought mine in. But it's one that stands high enough that it has a tripod at the bottom. This is one of the products. So that it can be standalone, and it has an adapter for your phone. So you can actually do like really good selfies, especially if you don't want to have the phone so close to your face. That would be me. I don't like selfies. I don't do selfies of me. Okay, I'll take other people's, but I try not to do selfies of me. But with this one, I'll be doing selfies of me because it doesn't have to be arm's length or closer. And I'm really impressed with this. And the stuff is well made. Their marketing material is really, really cool. So Chris Play, Ron at iPearl.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ron with iPearl, and today we're going to demo the Bluetooth selfie stick. All right. This particular model has Bluetooth built inside. That way, it makes it very convenient for you to take your selfies. All right, let's go through the setup. This works with both Android and iOS phones. What you want to do is activate your Bluetooth. This is what we're going to do. My Bluetooth is activated now. I'm going to turn on the device. Now pay attention to this. What we want is we want to see a red and blue light flashing. Okay? All right, so I just want to give it just a second. It's got to kind of wake up a little bit. You can edit this, right? Here we go. All right.
Okay.
Now, just cancel that.
And now they're paired?
In just a second, I want to show you those flashing lights. Here we go.
Oh, there's the light.
This means it's ready to pair with your device, okay? So
Okay.
on your device, what you're looking for is where it says BT Selfie. That's it.
Yes.
So we're going to activate that. Light's going off because it's working.
Yes.
A solid light will show again when it's ready to go. Give it just a minute. Now we're ready.
Solid light. They're
Okay.
paired.
So now,
Love the pink.
oh yeah, and this comes in 3 colors. We have black, silver, and this pink. All right. This clip extends up to about a 6 or 6.5 inch phone, so it will fit your iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. All right. So now that we've got the camera activated, we've got the front camera going. To extend this,
There you go.
just a little twist, pull it out.
And that one extends out how far?
90 centimeters, just a little bit less than 3 feet.
A little less than 3 feet.
And that's it. You activate the shutter by pressing that bottom button to take your selfie. There
Well,
it
see,
is.
that solves a big problem because you want to get the best pictures that you can, and a lot of times that is a ways away from where your finger or your arm can reach.
Exactly.
That's the perfect solution for
the
that.
selfie stick helps solve
Excellent.
that problem. Now, some people may ask, what if I want to take other types of pictures? You know, are there other accessories that come along with this? Absolutely. One of the most
Oh,
popular
this is what got my attention.
right
people.
here. So we've got the tripod that screws right into the bottom. So you can set the timer on your phone or your digital camera or your GoPro or Hero camera and do the same thing.
it turns it into a tripod stand. So you can actually be hands-free.
Exactly. While you're taking your pictures.
While you're taking a picture or a video.
Exactly. So there we go.
All right.
Isn't that great?
Grab this.
All right.
I love this product.
All right.
Okay. Not to give you a big head or anything, but it solves a lot of problems. I wish I'd have seen you guys like at 12 o'clock today when I was doing my show when I needed a tripod for my iPhone. Anyway, there's all different kinds of colors.
That's right. For the smaller size, which goes about 2 feet, we have 5 colors available. That's black, red, yellow, black, and blue. For this one, it's about the 3-foot size. We have 3 colors available: silver, pink, and the black. And then we have, for the 120 centimeter size, that's just a little bit more than 4.5 feet.
Okay, so yes, selfies, I might even do those now. Cool thing yet that I didn't mention that he did right off the bat is that it's Bluetooth paired. Okay, so once again, Bluetooth, another application of Bluetooth, and with your phone, and also the little remote button to actually take the picture at the end, and the tripod thing is like hot for me. So there were quite a few, well, there were a few other selfie poles that turned into tripods, and those are really, really handy tools to have if you want to improve the quality of your video and not have shaky videos because you're holding them. Okay, well, that's part one of my, well, I don't know if I'll do another part, but just a good look through of things that impressed me at the Consumer Electronics Show this year. There are a few other things that I took some videos of that I will, as I mentioned, upload to either YouTube or to the Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle website, which is at touchabletechdiva.ning.com. And thank you, Chris. Yes, and so I'll be uploading stuff there, and be sure to become a member, okay? Let's get friendly and cozy on the website. Okay, I got maybe time for one more really cool song. I have to play Tutu. I love this song. Okay, but anyway, so until next time, thank you for enjoying this time with me. Come back, tell your friends, pass the word. I'm so busy. I'm a poor social media communicator because I don't do a lot of postings on Facebook and all of that. But that's coming. That's coming very soon as I expand and do more stuff and get some help. I'm getting some help, which is be really, really cool. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. This is Zenobia, the Touchable Tech Diva, curating and hosting Tech Diva and the Luxury Lifestyle for you, bringing you technology tools, toys, and news, hot jazz, passionate living. Enjoy. See you soon.